Now, the second question about ancient past. See, the problem is about the sources. When we talk of ancient Indian history, we do have very rich sources for the elite classes, for studying the ruling classes, for studying, there are so many Sanskrit texts and there are so many voices that particularly are giving an elite perspective. They're written, they're mainly written by Brahmins and educated, very few classes. They're mainly addressed to them. And so the lives of the masses of the common people are missing. And of course, there were exceptional women in ancient India. There is no denying that, but that is not the history of women. Or to take the scattered one or two examples and then to say that women were very liberated in ancient India, may not be really true, because as Uma Chakravarti has talked in a classic essay, Whatever Happened to the Vedic Dasi, that there were these large number of women who were slaves, and the condition of women was very much sometimes controlled. If you read a Manusmriti, or you know how kind of injunctions that were placed on women. So the sources, I think, are limited to study, women in ancient India, especially the kind of non-elite women, and that is why there has been much more studies of women in modern India, of gender histories in modern India. Though there are some brilliant works on ancient India as well, but I think because of the sources, I think that is a big hindrance, and also I think the kind of a fluorescence of we need to realize that women's studies and the contribution of gender in history has flourished along with and the activist movement, women's activism. So as the women's movement has grown, so has women's histories.